Hey everybody, welcome back to Ramskull Gaming episode 3, where we play semi-competitive lists that we think are competitive because, we've been here for 10 months and we know what competitive is. And we watch a bunch of YouTube videos, and our lists are still probably not even very competitive. But, we're going to give it a shot anyways. And shortly here, we're going to run down our army list a little bit here and there. We're kind of going to start moving away from the video aspect of what we're doing and start turning it into pictures with voiceovers, just because I feel like we're missing things, certain aspects of the videos. And I mean, we'll have videos of us talking and this and that, but when it comes down to the turn, I think we should just be doing pictures. But let me know what you think. Should put it in the comment boxes, and here is the game for you, and we'll go ahead and start.
Back, we're gonna Ramskull game again. We're gonna do a little bit different than what we usually do. We got a 2,000 point battle. Dropping it down to a more commonly played point total. Starting from the left, we have 50 Skaven slaves with a musician. I currently have a plague monk proxying as my other engineer. Yeah, that happened. Hell pit abomination. The bunker unit with the BSB full command, and then the Gracier. He's rocking the earthing rod. Another formation of 50 slaves with the Warlock Engineer, who is level 2 with the Warp Energy Condenser. Warp Lightning Cannon, Doom Wheel, 40 Storm Vermin with the Razor Banner in full command, Warlord with a Fellblade and a shield on a War Litter, and they're rocking a Poison Wind Mortar because I feel like rocking my mortar that doesn't miss.
No,
he's pretty pro at shooting, actually.
Alright, we'll look at the Dwarf Army real quick.
Yep.
Alright, and we got the Dwarf Army over here.
Yep, 2,000 points, drop down, and so we're still going to be rocking a cannon with the Rune of Forging and the Rune of Burning so that I can take out Hell Pits, 5 Rangers so I can try to take out his cannon. We're looking at 33 Hammers with Lord, and my Lord's re-kitted. Now he has the, oh no, I'll tell you, the Lord's different now, so... He's got still the Dwarf Pistol, so he gets the extra attack.
33 hammers?
I'm sorry, 23 hammers.
23 hammers. I was about to say, that seems fucking ridiculous.
24 hammers. Yeah, 24 hammers, I'm sorry. Dwarf Lord with the pistol, shield bearers, 3 runes of fortitude, so he's got +1 toughness, a 5+ ward save, and you can't multi-wound him, so his
My Fellblade's been diminished.
His Fellblade's diminished on a 2+, so I can still roll a 1. Master Rune of Swiftness, so he's always striking first, and then the Rune of Might, so he still gets the double the strength versus those monsters, so that'll help. And then 2 Runesmiths, both rocking double Rune of Spellbreaking, the Great Weapon and the Rune of Stones, so that they're just a little bit more durable. And my Thane, obviously, rocking BSB with Master Rune of Grommel, because that's what he does. Both units are rocking Stroll's Rune, so I can Vanguard. And then we have 2 Gyrocopters, 38 Longbeards with the full command Stroaz, and then I got my 2 bunker guys in there. So we're going to be playing the mission for, what is it, mission number 5.
Yep.
Hold on.
It's meeting engagement.
Meeting engagement. We'll see you right after deployment. And the Skaven deployment.
Well, I was trying to plan for him to do some silly nonsense, so I built myself a little castle with some real hard ways to get into, good defensive lines, and he decided to deploy 3 fucking guys.
Well, yeah. My cannon rolled a 1. This unit rolled a 1. Yeah, those 3 units are in reserve with all my characters and everything. So what's on the field for Dwarves is 2 Gyrocopters and a unit of Rangers, and that's it. So we're gonna let the Skaven have turn 1 because I rolled a 3 to steal the choice, and we'll come back at the end of Skaven 1 and see what he's done other than shuffle his units around. All right.
Alright, so end of Skaven 1, nothing really exciting happened. He has nothing on the board for me to really base his strategy against, so I shot the piss out of his Rangers here, took out 3 of them, passed their panic test, so there's just 2 chilling there, not so frightening. And, waiting for his stuff to come on the board, see where his gyrocopters move, and then I'll adjust my strategy from there. But right now, my guys are just still castling it up.
Yep, help it move down the hill. That moved over, restrained the fire, so he didn't kill any of his own guys. So yeah, that's all that really happened.
See, End of Dwarfs 1.
Hoorah.
Alright, we got the End of Dwarf 1.
Alright,
Let's see what you did.
Both units walked on the table, getting ready for the old Hell Pit Ascension. And cannons ready to do some damage elsewhere. I failed the charge with my Rangers, going after the slave bunker or slave pit there, just trying to have some fun. And I moved both my gyrocopters over, getting ready for the storm banner, so hopefully I won't be hurting too bad from that. Yeah. Should be a pretty interesting turn too.
Alright.
Mostly for him, not for me.
Yeah.
And we'll see you at the end of Skaven 2.
End of Skaven 2, pretty much couldn't have gone worse. Rolled an 8, took a wound on my Gracier, and his token gave him a wound, so he's at 2 now, so I really can't go crazy casting.
He irresistibly cast the Dreaded 13th, and we were using the house rule for the Dreaded 13th, so he only ended up getting 2 models out of 8 hits, and then 4 wounds.
And then our rule for the new Dreaded 13th rule, just to make it so it's not just breaking him every game, was that
the strength
10 hits, so I have to roll 2 wounds, and I lose 1s, and then he gets a ward save -1 to make it. He has a 5-up ward save against it, so I lose average about 30% of what it would be, considering I really don't lose much on the ones, but I rolled 4 ones.
4. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
one.
yeah. You rolled 8. You rolled 8. Yeah, you rolled 8.
8 dice and I rolled 4 ones.
Yeah, he rolled really low on the Dreaded 13th. So
and now he's got 2 wounds. So
with no scrum.
no skull.
Scalm. That's what it's called.
2,000 points I didn't fit it in. It will be fit in next game for sure. Absolutely, is gonna have to go back in.
Yeah. I think that's going to be your downfall, is the fact that he doesn't have it.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I can't go crazy casting anymore.
Yeah. And that's.
I lost my earthing. I burned my earthing rod too because it was about to be a power drain, and I was about to lose casting levels.
Yeah, you rolled a 10.
12.
Oh, a 12. Oh yeah.
So
that's bad.
Doom wheel went out of control. Didn't really do too much. He rolled into my slave unit, took out 7 slaves, which sucks, but he's okay.
Help it moving towards the gyrocopters.
Yeah, help it moving over.
And then the caster moved over. BSB's still out in the open over there. Look at him just standing on the hill.
He's about to jump in there, so it's
not a big deal. Shooting was a bust, essentially.
Yeah, shooting didn't do anything.
Nothing. So he's about to storm banner me, and we'll see you at the end of Dwarf 2.
Yep.
Very, 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 very uneventful.
Yeah, we've had a pretty bland game so far.
Pretty bland game so far. Storm banner's off, so I moved.
It's not on. It's on still.
Went off, such as it
Yeah.
happened. Okay, so my 2 copters are just kind of stuck out in the open. Hellpit's looking for some food, so he's heading over in that direction. Law of averages states he won't get there until potentially the storm banner's off, which is a hope, a big want and a hope. I moved these 2 units to. I'm gonna get the charge from the Doom wheel, so that's gonna suck. But with that many models, I should be able to soak it up. And then I took pop shots at his single Warlock Engineer out there. That didn't do shit. I needed 7s, so whatever. My cannon couldn't shoot because of the Storm Banner because it needed a 4+. So a pretty uneventful phase, and I was nowhere near template range for those 2 models. So
He's nowhere. He's got a it's like a 9-10 inch template range right there.
yeah. So my Rangers are just redirecting right now, so that his bricks can't charge into my gyrocopters, and his help pit's coming in, and I'm just ready for a charge and more casting to happen on the Skaven turn 3. So we'll see you then.
Is cleared out this, swung around, trying to anticipate where these guys are going to roll around to.
Storm Banner turned off.
Storm Banner is turned off. The Doom Wheel went forward, first roll, miscast.
Misfired,
rolled out of
yeah.
Control, and then rolled into the Longbeards. And then...
Which is what he tried to do anyways,
Yeah,
so it worked out really well.
Impact hits did 2 wounds, and then grind down did another wound. Ended up losing combat by 2, rolling a 5 and sticking. So he is there for some fun.
Oh yeah. And nothing else on the field. Oh well. Let's talk about the bad parts.
Doom Rocket shot and did nothing.
Yep.
Cannon shot did nothing. Dreaded 13th went off, not irresistible, and he deleted it. And yeah, so Skaven really only has to do like 2 or 3 things to make it so the Skaven game is really hard. So now I pretty much have to tooth and nail, claw my way back into this game. I need some really timely scorches and some God of Corruption can do some work actually.
Yeah, there's a little, you still got options. It's just gonna be a tough way back to the top.
Battle. It's gonna be a knockdown, drag out, nasty one.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you at the end of Dwarf. Yep.
Dwarves turn
3.
Bottom of 3.
Looking pretty fancy here. Gyrocopter took out a bunch of models, but now it's going to get eliminated by that Hell Pit.
Yep.
Unless the Hell Pit decides to come back over this way and start handling business.
Yeah,
but
well,
they could turn around and take out that one. I mean, it's his choice. The 2 Gyrocopters are just there, chafing it up, making things hard for him. So I don't really care.
As if it wasn't already really fucking hard right now.
You know, Longbeards beat the Doom Wheel in combat, decided to pursue it, went 2d6 straight into the Slate Bunker. So
Yeah, they caught over there. Nothing happened in that combat. They just kind of looked at each other a little bit stupidly and
like 4 models died, whatever. No big deal. Still steadfast for days. So
Cannon. These guys are still chilling over here, about to start moving up because they finally have a round where they can do so. And then hammers are there. Cannon's still chilling over there. Help it. That.
And the cannon did nothing. So
Cannon did nothing.
Yeah, went 2 inches, 8 inches out, hit a 2. I was like, fuck yeah, 6 inches, 2 more inches, nothing. Okay, cannon, you do your thing. It's only turn 3. Done with turn 3 now. So yeah.
All right, we'll see you at the end.
Skaven 4.
Skaven 4.
So end of Skaven 4, not really doing anything fantastic, but also not losing anymore. So maybe we're taking a swing in the game. Plague Mortar, shot over at them, took out what, 7?
Yes, it's 7.
7 hammers in 1 shot, pretty fantastic on that end. Hellpit took down this gyrocopter. These guys made a freak charge of a 16 and took down a gyrocopter that was fleeing from it, that was 8 inches away from it.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
So they freak charge, got their free reform, pointed back at them. They're going to help hopefully chap up those hammers for a turn. That's what I kind of want is a turn. My cannon fired at his cannon, finally connected with 2 wounds. Fucking 66% chance to kill the thing, and I do not kill it.
Yeah,
so,
needed to roll 3 to 6, and it would have been over.
He took out 5 slaves in that unit. The unit remained steadfast. So they're just kind of looking at him like,
one more turn.
one more turn.
One more turn. So yeah, not an overall bad Skaven 4, but Magic was what, unsuccessful? You failed to cast Scorch.
I did Cloud of Corruption.
Oh yeah, you failed to cast Cloud of Corruption.
Yeah, I failed it barely, which is really annoying. Then I tried to Skitter Leap. He dispelled it. That was all that was magic. I'm kind of clawing at the ground for one.
Shoot, yeah, for a magic phase.
I'm kind of clawing at the ground for magic right now.
Shooting's doing all right now. It picked up after the first couple turns, so.
Yeah, I would like to see that cannon over there down so I can swing my Hell Pit around. These guys still have a chance to come around and really do a lot of good work for me. I have a full brick of 40 Storm Vermin with a Warlord that has 1 wound and 2 wounds. Warlord with 2 wounds.
No, you rolled turn 1 and 2. Oh yeah, now it's on 4.
It's turn
Okay,
4.
yeah.
So he's got 2 wounds. My Fellow Blade really likes to hurt my Warlord. Still love it. Still think it's fantastic. With his new Warlord, it's actually really bad because I can't one-shot him like he's been doing. So I need to consider either dropping the Warlord and bolstering my Gracier back up to his usual, I can cast shit for days self, and just drop the Warlord entirely, which is probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, because you're going to save a lot of points to be able to bolster your units up higher. So I think that's what you're failing at right now.
Well, if I drop him entirely, I can put the Skalm and the Talisman of Preservation back onto my Gracier.
Yep.
And put my second cannon in.
Yeah, and I think you'd make more points off of that because I just think that would work better.
Warlord's not getting me points anymore. He was originally designed to take down your Lord and other monsters. You don't run monsters.
Well, you're not going to see a lot of monsters in competitive play, though. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to be that bad.
When
Plus, you got your Hell
When
Pit.
Kings are here, I'll actually have something for him to chew up and
That's true.
Chew up and spit out.
A lot of chewing.
But other than that, that's Skaven turn 4.
All right, we're going to go to.
Started pretty bad. Game started really bad for me, and the on the back of the poison wind mortar and the helmet and my cannon, I'm kind of slowly grinding my way back into it. That Longbeard unit's really scary though.
As always.
They don't break for days.
Yeah.
They don't break for days.
Yeah, I'm about to break a slave brick
He hopes.
with my brick.
He hopes.
It's gonna be awesome. Okay, so we'll see you at the end of turn 4.
Yep.
4 and dwarf players being exceptionally forgetful.
Okay, so my cannon decided it wanted to misfire 3 times. Rune of Forging saved me on the first misfire, and the second misfire just thudded straight into the ground twice in a row. So I just can't
Misfire
win. I can't
to a
win.
2, to a misfire, to a misfire.
So on the thud, it thudded. I just can't hit the health. He's like cannon proof right now.
Help proof. Yeah, help it's like I got you, bro.
On a better note, the hammers ran through the engineer and the slave unit, taking no wounds.
Yep.
So which was nice. So I just ran straight through, opening up a charge right there, which is probably going to happen because, well, I mean, it's going to happen. I handled this slave unit right here is dead,
Yeah, that slave unit's dead. So.
along with the engineer, which is awesome. And so they're opening up to look at him. He's probably going to run away, just because that's what Skaven do. And then his cannon's
Skaven.
looking at a side shot into my guys, or at my cannon.
Likely the cannon.
And the help hit's looking at nom nom time, so it's getting close to see what really happens in this game.
Yep.
Do we? We'll see at the end of turn 5.
Skaven 5.
Skaven 5.
So, end of Skaven 5, Hellpit decided to take down, what, 12 hammers?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
14 hammers. He takes 4 wounds in return. Sucks. He could have made some regen saves, but he decided to say, fuck you. Position these guys, so in case they overrun. Oh, this is the Warlord. Good.
Oh, Warlord survives. Damn it.
Yes.
I was hoping he wouldn't.
Maxi.
And then position him up there.
Position him up there.
These guys took 2 wounds.
Yep.
And that's about it. Cannon misfired, but rolled a 6, so it just
Kind of saved himself.
saved himself. The horned rat is looking over his shoulder.
He's watching over you, yeah.
Oh.
We'll see end of turn, Dwarf for turn 5.
Yeah. Yep. 6, so.
Yep, turn 6. Yep. No, that was your turn, dude.
No. Oh, that was?
My turn 6.
Oh yeah, now we're going on the top. Okay, so bottom of door 5, the Hell Pit finishes off the hammer unit and runs down the Lord, which sucks. That's a lot of points, and it's actually going to be his turn next, and I'm going to be hurting bad. So, and we'll see what happens on Skaven 6, top of 6. I've just got my 1 unit of Longbeards left. He's about to turn his Hell Pit into the side of it, which is all he's really got left to do this turn.
Yeah.
Cast. Won't be able to cast anything on it.
If I can, I have Scorch still.
You can't cast it into the unit though if your Hell Pit makes contact. So there won't be any magic left. So it'll just be hoping that the Hell Pit does enough damage to
I do
break
actually
the
have
unit.
one more thing though.
Hold on. Okay, we'll worry about that on your turn, but we'll see what happens. And that's it. We'll see you at the bottom of Skaven 6.
So recapping Skaven net, last one, was able to run down the Warlord and kill the hammer unit. I actually ran the unit down on your turn, and then I came into the hammers and took down, what, 10?
No, they're Longbeards, and you took out a nice little pile of Longbeards, remained steadfast, and was able to kill the Hell Pit. And then at the end of the turn, he rolled a 6 and decided to get back up with, what, 3 wounds? 4 wounds? So I'm going to have to reform and take a cannon shot at him and hopefully kill him. Otherwise, it's end of game, and I probably lost this one. But we'll see what happens here soon.
I think it's going to be
Nah, we'll see what happens. Bottom of Dwarven turn 6.
Yep.
And a Dwarven 6.
Yeah, into Dwarven 6. We decided at the end of the turn that if I was to reform facing the Hell Pit, he'd put him over here, which would make it a failed charge. So I reformed looking that way at the end of my last turn, or at the end of his turn. And then I just reformed him like this so I could get a cannon shot off on the Hell Pit. I hit wounded and only caused 2 wounds, needing 4 wounds to kill it. So the Hell Pit lives and stays on the field. And then he's got his 2 big breaks at the end there. So we're going to calculate points, and then we'll talk about the win and loss here at the end when we do our recap.
All right. See you after we calculate up.
Try to make the Sand People charge, but not quite there yet. Working on it.
Alright, so the recap of our 2,000 point fairly competitive lists that we've come down to today was a draw.
Good sign.
It wasn't terrible. No, me deleting the dreaded 13th right off the bat was pretty much prime for my army.
Yeah.
The deployment, though, on the other hand, really, really hurt me specifically because I had to withdraw 2 whole units, essentially, so that sucked a lot. And it took longer to get into combat with everybody because both my units were supposed to vanguard, and they can't vanguard off the board when they're not on the board, so just complete crap for me. So I wasn't able to get close or take out the units I wanted to take out initially.
I also deployed back off the line a little bit, just trying to give a little bit of space, because the biggest thing I have to do against, especially against this hammer unit, in order for my hell pit or anything to really take them down, I need to be able to break them. And with how many he runs, it's very hard to break them at all.
Yeah.
It's just not easy to break them. So I deployed back, and I made myself kind of a little corner to stop his, really big, so his kind of castled a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, you castled a little bit. Yeah.
Castled.
The deployment was castled, so I mean, you were doing just fine. He made it so my rangers couldn't come on his backfield anywhere, so my rangers were kind of useless. The only thing my rangers wanted to do at the beginning of the game was make that long charge into his one engineer with the Doom Rocket, and then just direct all my attacks at him and kill him, and take out his Doom Rocket before he could do anything. But luckily for me, the Doom Rocket didn't do shit.
Yeah, the Doom Rocket did nothing this game.
The Plague Wind Mortar, though, fucking
the
did
Plague Wind
work.
Mortar, I mean, has there been a game where my Plague Wind Mortar doesn't hit at least 3 times direct hit?
Not really.
I have the luckiest Plague Wind Mortar on the face of the planet, I think. He's hit direct hits, I'm going to say probably 10 times out of 15 shots.
Not at 15 shots, yeah.
He's on target.
And then on my half of artillery, my cannon was shut off turn 1 because, well, I had to walk it on the field because that fucking sucked. And then turn 2 was Storm Banner, and I rolled a 1 or some shit like that, so that was shitty. And then turn 3 and 4, I missed. And then turn 5, I actually took a shot and missed.
Yeah.
And then turn 6, I actually hit the hell pit for the first time and did 2 wounds, needing 4. So, I mean, the cannon just didn't do anything for this game, and it was needed. The cannon was definitely needed this game. So,
I mean, the hell pit just kind of proved the point in this game. If he goes into a lowered number of hammers, he can take them. Like, no questions asked, he can take them down.
Yeah, a full unit of hammers he would have fell against quick and with a hurry.
Yeah, full unit of hammers he can't take. He's got 28 guys in there. I need to drop him.
This game was only 23.
23?
26 with characters.
26 with characters. Needless to say, I need to get you down to your front rank in order for him to really be able to effectively drop them.
2 ranks, yeah, because they're striking last, because then he can do all the runes. So, yeah. And he needs to impact hit, because without his impact hits, I probably would have killed him. Yeah. So that was big on that turn.
I only rolled like a 2 on my impact hits, but that's 3, yeah. But I mean, again, needless to say, I had some really clutch regens against that one unit. I regen 4 hits when he only had 2 wounds left.
Yeah, that was big. You regen 3 out of 4 because you only took 1 wound and got up to 5. So the odds were in my favor to kill him right out then, but it didn't happen.
And then coming around the next turn, you hit me once with your guy and then regenerated it.
Yeah.
And then I got my chance to swing back into him. And I mean,
he failed on a normal dwarf attack of 6 to wound. And then that's when he died. And then he just decided he wanted to come back to the field on a 6. And save his points. Now, our question, because we're too lazy to look it up, if I kill the Hell Pit and it regens back on the field, do I still get the victory points for it? I'm sure it's in a form or something.
I pick you somewhere, yeah.
But I'd rather hear from you guys just because it'd be more fun.
We need to ask more questions too, anyways.
More questions, yeah. He's been reading the rule book finally, and I have yet to reread the rule book.
And I'm teaching him new things now.
Yeah, and I've been playing for a long time. Several editions now, so that's why I'm all confuzzled. Yeah. Because I remember shit from old days that doesn't count till today. So
yeah,
it's bad.
Hopefully by the time we get done, by the time we get back to the States, which so like 2 months out.
2 months out.
2 months out.
2-ish months.
I would say that we're both going to be pretty back up and savvy on the whole thing.
Yeah, and being out of El Paso, Texas, we're going to be coming to a local tournament near you because our tournament scene kind of diminished because our town's military. Yep. And our play groups are pretty much military, and they all moved away. So we're looking at a non-tournament play style when we get back. So we're going to be traveling on our 4-day weekends and stuff to your local tournament centers. So if you're hosting a tournament, tell us about it.
Yeah.
Starting in the November-December range, let us know, man. We'll road trip. We're in Texas. And Arizona, New Mexico.
Yep.
New Mexico and Arizona is not too far out of range. Let us know. We'll come to your.
Oh yeah, Skaven
game
and AZ.
Coming for you.
He's head hunting. He wants to play. I just want to play it. He wants to kill you.
I want a piece of it. I think it'd be fun.
I think he's a little upset that I've been using your advice and making it hurt.
Making it hurt, yeah.
So I think he wants. He's head hunting.
At the end of the day, we're gonna optimize this list just a little bit further. We're glad we brought it down to 2K because I think we can actually take the. Because today we used a rule for Dread of 13th that we turned it into strength 10 hits with a -1 to magic resistance to magic resist ward save. But after his guy not being kitted because he wanted
not kitted correctly at all.
Because he wanted his warlord.
Ultimately, that our little in-house FAQ might stick. Once he is completely kitted, he might be able to cast Dread of 13th just a little too much. Like I'm going to be 6 dicing it every turn.
Every turn. There you go. And he's got 3 tokens, so the turn that you don't hit 6 dice, you put 6 dice into it, and then you can Scalm. I'll never get the
Scalm.
That's what
Scalm.
Scalm.
Earthing Rod, and Talisman of Preservation is. For me, that is my ideal setup for a Gracier. It works fantastic.
This all-comers list for my dwarves is pretty close to optimized. I even like the 1 cannon scenario, just because I'm already vanguarded up in your face, and you're going to want...
He has no real way to come back and fight anything coming after his cannons, so leaving those cannons in the backfield...
Yeah, having more than 1, maybe 2 cannons in the backfield just as for easy points is useless. So 1 cannon, you're not going to think about it so much, and if you're scouting on me, you're probably going to use your scouts as chaff because I'm going to be... like 1 inch away from you, turn 1.
Yeah. The big thing, the only other thing we talked about with the cannon situation is possibly adding another cannon that is not ruined. For Banner of the World Dragon.
That's for the tournament scene. So I might actually have to do that, but I have to have 1 cannon with flaming for the regen guys and for the health pits and for the.
And you don't like. There is no fire rune.
Oh yeah. The dwarf lost the ability to put I don't know if we had it in the last book, but. I can't put a fire rune on a banner and give the whole unit flaming, so now I have to rely on my specific character. So I'm going to have to spread out the fire rune throughout the characters a little bit so I can help deny armor saves, or regen saves, so that's going to be tough.
Another note too is your new warlord setup is, or your new lord setup is
terrible.
Disgusting.
Yeah, 6 toughness, 1+ armor save, 5+
wounds,
5+ ward save, 5 wounds. And he's strength.
Can't be multi-wounded.
I'm actually, and he's got against T5 or higher, he goes to double strength, so strength 8 or strength 10 on the charge, so or 9 on the charge or whatever it is. And so I mean, he's just durable. He's got 5 attacks because I gave him the extra attack.
And he always has always strike first now too.
And he's always strike first, so I can take out those little pesky heroes that, and I can't be one-shotted because I get a 2.
Yeah, he essentially completely negated my Feldblade Warlord. My Feldblade Warlord is next to useless in this matchup now, especially against this list. Yeah. That's why in the next list, the big changes that we're making is introducing Gutter Runners, because I've been dying to add them. I've wanted them in the list for
a long time, since like day 1.
Yeah, so. I've been wanting them for a long time. They're finally on order. They should, well, not on order. The bits I need to make them are on order. Yeah. Capes, and then I'm going to use some of them. No sling arms. I'm going to go dual wield the Eshin arms from the Clan Rats box, and then I'm just going to use the Clan Rats that are in cloth, just the less tattered cloth, and then throw a cape on them and make them dual wield weapons and say.
Yeah, I ordered hammers 2 months ago now, almost 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And they were the Manic Games hammers, and the company I ordered them from online, some website. I probably won't say its name right now. They didn't have them, and none of the distributors had them, so I don't have hammers. And I think they still owe me money, so I'm going to look into that.
Yeah, that's definitely something we
have to... this will be the last video where you see a just beat down on Skaven and Dwarfs. This week, the next 2 days from here, actually, I'll have a Tomb King's army fully kitted, fully tournament ready. And
then by next week, the rest of my Lizardman army should show up. So
then we're gonna be playing a lot of different matches. I'll be playing Skaven or Lizardman, and we're gonna be playing a lot of different combinations, getting out of our norms and our comfort zones.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice too. Yeah, it'll be really nice. So over the next couple of months, we ain't got a whole lot left to do here.
Well, once we get back, we're just gonna have nicer shit to work with.
Nicer tables, better scenarios. I'll have all of my armies, all of my kits, everything. And
4 fantasy armies?
4 fantasy armies and 3 40K armies. Yeah, we're going to start posting 40K games
40K,
too.
Yeah.
And you can watch us screw up in 40K too. So You know, when you deploy for a year, you forget a lot of shit, and then additions come out while you're deployed.
Yeah,
we both
have the new rule books. We both have new rule books for 40K. I feel like once we actually start playing 40K, we're probably going to be pretty savvy on it.
Yeah, being able to play it as much as we are, but we'll see what happens. And
I got my Space Wolves here, and I've already started working on them. So
that's true. That's true.
And I got my book today.
You got his book today, which is nice.
Yeah.
So now you don't have to ask me all these questions that I don't know. Exciting.
Yeah, I need to be smarter than him.
I think thanks for watching. Keep watching. Subscribe if you like it. Comment if you don't, or if you do, or just comment in general. I think that'd be fun just to have the banter.
Like I said, I have to tag you in this one, Skaven AZ. The challenge right here.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm coming for you. I want blood. So please tell us when your tournaments are, because we need to know. Because we'll try to drag as many people up there as we can. 3 or 4 of us will come up there and
2 for sure.
Come crash your tournaments and raise your numbers, because we can't do it in El Paso anymore. It doesn't look like.
Yeah, it sucks.
So we'll see you on the next video.
Catch you later.